Welcome back to another episode of Scary Therapy. Halloween would be nothing without vampires. And this week we have a very special guest for you. Please join me in giving a warm-blooded welcome to Dracula. How are you doing, Dracula?
I'm good. But look, I want to make something clear real quick before we continue. I no longer go by Dracula. It's Draco.
Okay, Mr. Draco. Let's get started. How did you become a vampire?
Let's see. I got bit in the neck. Nah, I'm just playing with you. I believe it was the 3rd of September. That day I always remember. Oh, yes, I will. Nah, let me quit with you. Let's see. How did I become a vampire? I got this text from this little shawty, right? This one of them texts you get, late at night. If it's past midnight, what type of time is she on? She on that demon time. Or at least what I thought she was on. So I get to a grill, right? And shawty banging that Pooh Shiesty back in blood. So I ain't even think nothing of it. I just walked back to her room, And she gonna have the nerve to ask me, am I afraid of blood? And shawty, I ran 3 red lights just to get here. Scared of blood. Shawty do this little sexy thing with her lips. So I'm thinking, it's on. So shawty grab me and throw me in the room. You the nigga up in the room. And next thing I know, this bitch bites me on the neck. And I black out and wake up in some dark ass room. I thought vampires wake up in coffins. These cheap ass, broke ass, janky motherfuckers talking about they ran out of coffins. How the f you run out of coffins? All these goddamn trees out here, y'all ran out of coffins? Y'all gonna build the nigga one out? Anyway, no TV, just a remote. So I'm thinking, what the f kind of Adam Sandler shit is this? What kind of Adam Sandler shit is this? So I clicked the on. It's this big ass screen, basically an introduction video on how to be a vampire. The do's and don'ts of how to be a vampire. So you mean to tell me, y'all motherfuckers ran out of coffins, but y'all can afford this old 3D ass video to tell me do's and don'ts of how to be a vampire?
Well, I guess you could say that pussy was to die for.
Who you telling?
Did you ever hit?
You think I'm gonna let a convert me and not let me hit? Who you think I am? Michael?
Michael who?
Myers.
Oh. What's the hardest part about being a vampire?
Man, these talking about I gotta be a devil worshiper. Man, I'm a whole Baptist out here. The they talk? How the you gonna tell me who I can and can't worship? Like I chose to be the y'all didn't give me no type of interview. So I take a survey on a nigga. You ain't even take a chance to even get to know a nigga. Ain't take me out on no date, no none of that. I just got bit. You just automatically chose a nigga.
So what's the hardest part about living in the house with all the monsters?
Oh, man. Living in the house with that stank Jason. This motherfucker refused to take a bath.
Well, you do know his origin story began with him drowning, correct?
What the that got to do with him bathing? I mean, if I wasn't already dead, that motherfucker scent would kill me. Man, that's a dumbass origin story anyway. Who the f gonna get mad and kill everybody at the goddamn camp just because your can't swim? That sound like a you problem, partner. Did all that goddamn killing and the mother still can't swim. Retarded. But I tell you one more you ain't kill it. Michael?
Michael Myers?
No, Michael Phelps.
You are dead wrong.
Hey, what can I say? I guess we got bad blood.
Now let's take a look at your exercise.
Well, my task, it was selfless service. So I decided to throw Jason old stank ass a birthday party. You know, just to do something nice.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. What the f you doing? You don't play that shit. What the hell wrong with you? Bitch.
Well, I guess you guys have enjoyed this episode of Scary Therapy. Have a fantastic night. That's all for today. Join us next week for the final episode of Scary Therapy.
Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood.